Today I want to share with you my hashtag Fishfam news interview from the Aquatic Experience 2018 with the Shrimp King himself, Chris Lukhaup. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, I'm here at the Aquatic Experience 2018 here in New Jersey. I'm here with the Shrimp King himself.
I crowned myself, don't forget about that. Because you didn't want to do it, I have to do it myself then.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself here at the Aquatic Experience?
I think we had some good fun here. I met a lot of people that have similar interests, and that's always fun if you meet people that have the same interests, right?
Yeah, I mean, I called you the Shrimp King, but yeah, it's Chris, is it Lukhaup?
Chris Lukhaup.
Lukhaup.
That's
Lukhaup.
German, but you can call me you know what, call me Shrimp King, or Shrimp Emperor if you want, or Shrimp God. I take all of that.
Nice, all right. So yeah, you are enjoying yourself. There's a lot of shrimp over here. It's insane. They're about to start auctioning them off.
Yes, we have shrimp worth, I think, more than $100,000. If not
some of them.
$150,000. I showed you a tank before. Yeah. Just in that tank is like roughly $12,000 to $15,000 in just one of those little nano tanks, and we have 150 of them. So you can imagine, it adds up, right? So a lot of people told me that this is the best shrimp contest they ever have been, from the quality and from the competition and also from the looks. So we can be proud that just in 3 years we made it the best contest.
Yeah, that's crazy. Everybody's like hooting and hollering over here. It's going to get pretty intense. These guys are trying to auction and buy shrimp. It gets pretty intense, and there's some big prices going on. It's an experience, that's for sure. So I've noticed you've written, what is it, 8 or 10 books?
I think it's more like 20 to 30.
Oh, really? 20 or 30 books?
At least 20.
Wow.
Maybe 30.
And most of them are on invertebrates in freshwater biotopes?
A lot of them are on freshwater invertebrates. I have some on guppies. I have beta stuff as well. I have a lot on aquascaping. Okay. And I have a book that is called Wasserwelten. It's about the water worlds. I gave it a German name because, you know, we always take the English names. Now I said, it's time that it changes, like Rammstein does, you know.
Yeah,
Give it,
yeah.
Du hast mich. And I do the same, you know. I would like that you Americans or English speakers, that you get a little bit busy training German.
Learn a little culture, get a little culture.
It's not that we want to take the world over again. No, we have the experience with that. We don't want to do that. But I would like that you practice a little bit of German as well.
Very nice. Well, is there anything, besides all the shrimp over here, is there anything that really stood out for you here at the Aquatic Experience this year? Anything that you really enjoyed?
Most of all, I enjoy the people. Because for example, to be on the YouTube booth, to meet all these people that do similar stuff like I do, you know, have similar interests, talk about that. Because usually when I do it in Europe or in Asia, I'm maybe with Oliver Knott, we are the ones that move there. But here you meet several of them that do similar stuff, which is great, you know. It's a good collaboration. I saw stuff, but for me, nothing new, because the new stuff for me happens in Europe and Asia. If I come here, and I don't want to offend anyone, it's just like, welcome to the 80s. Not the 80s, but the 90s maybe. Yeah. A lot of people have big tanks, cichlids, and not that much water plants. It's getting better now, you know, but we have bigger companies that bring in real plants, and
it's getting
scaping,
better.
aquascaping. It's getting much better.
Too, for us, the community, like what we're creating on YouTube, is we're definitely influencing people in some ways. We're definitely trying to educate the population about like natural biotopes and stuff like that.
Much better on YouTube, like the Europeans. You guys know how to do that stuff, you know. I felt like I come from the Middle Ages. I still have an old camera, and I have no cell phone, and my Instagram is like, okay, I post once in a while. You do that much better than we do.
Yeah. Well, we try, but I think that the knowledge that you guys are spreading from Europe is definitely starting to come our way, and it's
write
helping.
Books, you know. This is what we do, and you guys are already behind that. You are already...
You know, we have websites and YouTube channels.
Yes, exactly.
And YouTube channels.
we will learn from you how to do these things.
Nice.
And eventually, you will write books with us.
Yeah, definitely. There we go. Besides your products, your Shrimp King food and stuff like that, and working with Dinnerly, you work for Dinnerly.
Yes, I'm the creative director of Dinnerly. And shrimp I do since more than 20 years, so I have all this experience. I went to all the places, not all the places, but to a lot of places in Asia. I looked at the habitats, I studied that, and so that's why I have the experience to I can tell you what shrimp like or what they don't like.
So yeah, besides all that, you do a lot of awesome photography and underwater cinematography and things like that.
Well, I I always think I can improve, you know. For me, I'm not even a photographer. In fact, I'm a rock musician that is retired, and I'm trying to photograph some things. But I have a lot of experience in photographing, but I would not call myself a photographer because the professional will they look at me like, really? Because I have no idea how a camera works, for example. I just know when to press the button. That is what I know. And where to go, and I told you that.
I know that feeling.
I know where to go to have already a beautiful scene. So I don't have to do much, just put a camera on the water and click, and that's how I done my photos.
Nice. Well, is there anything you got coming up in the future? Anything that you can kind of give us that we should be looking for? Anything, a new book or
hey, I have
or anything like that?
I have many new books coming out. Even now that I'm collaborating with Corey from Aquarium Corp, I will do a book with him. I will do a book with Joel. And yesterday I met another guy, and I will do a book with him as well. And if you have time, we can do a book together also.
Watch out.
Because I still like doing books, you know.
Yeah.
Because I have something in my hand that I can really. Maybe I'm too much 80s and old style, but I like it. So.
Right, that's fun. I like the fact that you guys we've kind of come together. We can all collaborate together, and you know, it's.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It's nice to see things changing in the hobby and seeing you know, Europe, both Eastern and Western part. You know, everybody coming together.
Yes, I mean, we had shortly a discussion about the differences of the European or our style of having an aquarium and being in the hobby and the U.S. market. And there's differences. I brought other guys over to look at, but I think we both can learn from each other. Like I said, I think that you guys are so good in doing that all that social media stuff, and we have to learn from you. And eventually, you guys will learn a little bit something from us.
Yeah,
I hope.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. It's really an honor to meet you. Definitely, and I look forward to maybe getting out into the wild with you and checking out some biotopes and getting some photography. And
I will take you. You know that 2 go in, 1 come out, because in the places where I go, there's a lot of crocodiles. So I will send you into the water first.
I heard a little story about you. Something with some natives that would come out of a cave and there was arrows pointing at you once. So
yes. I have that. In fact, always when I go to Mexico and in Papua New Guinea, also always they want to kill me.
Oh, watch
I went
out.
to the holy cave, and that was not a good idea.
Wow. But you got some good pictures while you're there.
No, and even I had to leave the crayfish there because in the holy cave, when the women are pregnant, and there was crayfish in that cave, and of course I go inside. If there's crayfish, I go in there. So the tribe that lived not far from the cave, if the woman is pregnant, she goes into the holy cave, and if the crayfish walk up, it will be a boy. If the crayfish runs down that creek in the cave, it will be a girl. So I took most of the crayfish out. You know what that means? That I want to.
That's not good, yeah.
No, that's not good. And they freaked out and they wanted to kill us. So we had to leave the country. So.
Wow, that's interesting. Nice story.
Pointing arrows at us and these things. But this is a little bit of adventure. You were looking
I like
for adventure,
that. I
right?
like adventure. Yeah, it's adventure, knowledge, and more.
So you cannot stay at home if you want to have adventure. You have to go with me.
I agree. All right. Well, we look forward to that. Maybe see some of that in the future as well.
For sure.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the aquatic experience.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This was an awesome interview. Chris Lukhaup is a really great guy. I look forward to hanging out with him in the future, maybe getting out in the wild, getting some good photography. That would be awesome. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all of you that are subscribed to this content. If you're not subscribed, you like it, you want to see more of it, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And remember, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun. You ready?
I'm always ready.
Nice, good.